Hi there, this is Jay from WhatVape, and today I'm doing an updated review on the Cuboid 150 watt temperature control mod. Alright, let's dive down quickly. I'll just explain the things that I've had an issue with and the things that made me really like this. Okay, so here we go. This is the mod. Now, I have pretty much one main issue with this mod, and that is its 510 pin. It does not really move at all. Which does mean when I put the tank on that I've got for this, which is the Supreme, screw it on, screw it on, screw it on, screw it on all the way, and then wobble, wobble, wobble. Now the 510 pin on the Supreme is definitely extended enough for a hybrid, I think, just about, but it's definitely is not a massively long one. Yeah, on the Cuboid it's just a tiny bit too long. And if I just show you trying to fire it, it starts working from up here, which shows it does have some movement on the 510, but it's not enough. Okay. Now, other than that, I've been using this mod non-stop. I've barely used my RX200, which up until this point has been my favourite mod, and I'd still say it was a superb mod for battery life and for comfort in the hand. But I've just been finding this fits so well in my pocket, and I just like the use of it so much that I've been using this a lot more. Now, there are some issues with this other than the 510, which is this fire button. Now, the fire button on the RX200 and the fire button on the iStick 100 watt, even though it's a full sidebar, don't actually trigger that easily. Yet on this one, I find this triggers very easily, so I'm having to press the 5 clicks to lock it when I go to the gym or something. The other issues is I really don't like this placement of the micro USB port. I'm sure they put it there because they have such limited space, because this really is a very efficient mod as far as space. The other thing I find is this door here. Sometimes I'll put the batteries in, they're the right way, I slot them in, and I go to fire the mod, and it's working now, but sometimes there's no power, so you have to undo that catch, jiggle it about, and fire it again. Overall, I really like the look on this. I mean, with the e-juice covering it at the moment, it looks pretty grotty, but honestly, this does feel so nice in the hands. I won't say that it's the perfect mod, because it really isn't. I would say the RX200 is a level beyond this. However, this just fits so nicely in my pocket that it's very hard to leave this behind. And my iStick 100 watt, which is usually my pocket mod, has been sat at home with the indestructible RDA on top, and I've been using that either. I will comment that you will need to carry batteries around with you, as with any dual 18650 mod. If you're a heavy vapor like me, a heavy user of your vaping, then it's just not going to be sufficient to have the batteries inside there for any period of time. Anyway, so that's my updated viewpoint on the Cuboid. Would I recommend buying it? Yes. Would I say it was the perfect mod? Definitely not. However, I am in love with this. It's not because it's the new toy. It does feel very solid in the hand, which can translate into being a bit heavy for some people. What else can I say about it? It's a mod. It doesn't affect the performance or flavour of the tank really. And the temperature control, I'm told, is pretty decent, but I don't use temperature control. I'm running this at 60 watts, and I find the battery life on this is actually pretty decent at 60 watts. I do have mods that are less efficient. Yeah, I've got nothing wrong other than the 510 being not truly. It's got movement in it, but it's not the spring-loaded 510 pin I've come to get used to in modern mods. The fire button being a bit too easily pressed in your pocket. And it's got a nice clicky button. And as I say, I really don't like the placement of this 510. I just think they could have probably put it somewhere a little bit less awkward underneath, because you're not using it to charge it really. Well, I'm not anyway. I think Joytech have done a very good job on it. If they change this 510 pin, then I think I would have quite happily go with the perfect mod. And maybe recess the button slightly, because it sticks out a good millimetre, and I think that's why it's so easily pressed. See you later, YouTubes.